to the Unleash Success Podcast, where we break down the secrets of success to give you real tools and strategies that get real results. And now, here's your host, Corpodian.
All right, welcome to the Unleash Success Podcast. I'm your host, Corpodian. Today's episode is a short introduction into what this podcast is all about, the format, and a little bit into my story. So to begin, what is Unleash Success all about? It's all about breaking down the secrets of success to give you real tools and strategies that get real results. Each week, I'll interview successful people, from entrepreneurs who built billion-dollar companies to NFL players to fitness models, international speakers, social media influencers, and everyone in between. Anyone who has unleashed success in their life has done it through specific habits, strategies, and tools and actions, and we want to learn from them. In the interview, I'll ask them about their success and their failure so that we can learn from them. We'll go over those habits, those strategies and tools, and most importantly, specifically, the actions they take, because I believe in the 80-20 rule, that 80% of our results come from 20% of our action. The key is to know what is the best action to get the biggest result. Like anyone, I struggle with this constant blast of information from Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, you name it. But what do you listen to, and do you take any action on that information? That's the whole goal of this podcast, is to get you to take some action so that you get real results. So listen to these interviews, and at the end, each guest is going to give you their biggest action, what you can do today or this week that can have the most impact on your life. A new interview is going to come out once per week, and it's going to range from anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes. Sometimes they're a little longer, but honestly, guys, the value some of these guests bring is so valuable, and I don't want to deprive you of learning what I learned during the interview. So why am I starting a podcast about unleashing success? About 4 years ago, I, on paper, was successful. Originally, when I was a kid, I was obsessed with success. I thought being successful was everything in life, but the way I defined success was, it was all about making money. How much money, you ask? The answer was always more. You could see why it was difficult to become successful when every time I made more money, the answer to being successful was always needing more. So I graduated as valedictorian in high school at 16 years old. I went to college for 3 years, then I went to NYU Dental School in New York. I was there for 4 years before receiving my Doctor of Dental Surgery. And then after that, I spent another 3 years in residency to specialize as an orthodontist. And after residency, I became a board certified orthodontist. So I get out of residency. I moved to California. Life should be amazing, at least on paper. The problem? I was completely miserable. I'd been depressed for 7 years. I didn't enjoy life or my career. At the time, I tried to lean on my family for support, but you know what? They had their own problems too. So instead of going to my family, I decided to throw everything I had into working out. I even went on to compete in some men's physique competitions, winning a few and going on to nationals. That kind of helped me through the suffering until I found out I had skin cancer. I couldn't believe it. I was only 28 years old. How could I have skin cancer? I was scared, but I was lucky. They caught it early. They ended up having to take out a golf ball-sized chunk out of my chest. The crazy thing, they said had I waited 6 months, I would have lost half my chest. A year? I don't even know. That moment made me realize the finality of life. And so I went searching for these answers to make my own life better. I realized that the life I was living, being miserable, being depressed, being upset, being angry, was not what life was meant to be. And through this process, I developed a training program called Emotional Fitness, which has not only allowed me to survive the worst of times, but to be successful when all else was against me. I doubled my income in 6 months. I bought my dream beach house, and I finally had purpose in life. And I even met the woman of my dreams. Not only was I happier, but I was more successful. But I learned that the hard way. I learned how to unleash success by trial and error, paying for years in my mistakes. We don't need to do that. We can learn what the most successful people do. We can learn from the best of the best so that we can be more successful, so that we can take the right actions and make fewer mistakes. I'm not saying once you're successful, you're not going to have problems or pain. The truth is, you will. But what you do after that experience is up to you. You might as well be armed with the best action, with the best strategies and tools that give you the best results and the success you want. And that's what we do in this podcast. For the millennials, the Generation Z that's up and coming in the workplace, or any generation stuck in that 9-to-5 job, lost in the rat race, searching for more meaning and purpose in life, more happiness, more fulfillment. In this podcast, we're going to learn the habits, the strategies, the tools, the mindset, and the action that the successful people do to live a healthier, wealthier, and wiser life. It's time to unleash success in you. So my guess is you came to a podcast called Unleash Success because you want to learn something or you want to get better in some way. I doubt you came to a podcast like this to not take any action. So my one ask for you today is just to go to the next episode and listen to it now and let me know what you thought about it. The time is now. It's not tomorrow. It's not yesterday. The time is now. So as you listen to these episodes and you learn more and more actions to get better results, as you continue to better yourself, you'll be more prepared to unleash success in you. So let's take some action and go to the next episode. I'll see you guys there.